Again, that's what we're looking at here. You can see on this angiogram, these two angiograms down there, the parts circled in red. You can see clearly where there was blood, or at least dye, flow, and then there's like no flow right here at all, right? Okay, that's where the problem is. Like I said before, oh yeah, that is deja, I just said that. Because this is where you stick that cap up there, find the problem, blow it up, you know, the balloon, compact it down, and hopefully that'll get you a little more time. Thrombolytic therapy just means those clot busters. I didn't pay a lot of attention to them, but way back when we were talking about like between hemophilias and DIC, there were a couple of slides that showed, you know, the clotting factors that were part of that clotting cascade and the warfarin and heparin and TPA and that sort of stuff. That's what they're talking about. Some of them are natural. Obviously, we can bust clots naturally. Sometimes it's pharmaceutical grade that you have to give somebody to bust things up. Okay?
So when we work in the hospital and there's a patient who's on heparin, they can't go unmonitored by a nurse. Would that be because if their clot dislodges, it could be like detrimental to them?
You mean could they die?
Or like, yeah, like something happened?
You hear her?
So if they're having heart attack and they're on heparin?
No, just like if, in general, if any patient is on heparin, they can't go without a nurse, like traveling throughout the hospital. Is that because something like that could happen, where if the clot like dislodges, it gets stuck somewhere else?
If the concern is more if they're gonna bleed out, so any kind of injury could cause them to bleed out.
Okay.
So that's more of the concern.
Yeah, heparin, it's kind of like warfarin as a clot buster. Warfarin is rat poison. Okay? Warfarin, that's actually what rat poison is made out of, is one of these clot busters. The rat eats those little pellets and then literally bleeds to death internally. That's what it is. So you can imagine we give this to people as a drug to thin their blood, to bust the clots. So we're basically giving them a hemophilia, at least temporarily. So you gotta be very careful with that. If that patient walks around the corner, decides to pull out a flask or something and drinks it,
Oh my gosh.
that will probably kill him, because alcohol will absolutely react with warfarin and make you bleed like crazy. So it's very, very touchy with alcohol especially.
What about like ibuprofen and stuff? Would that have?
Ibuprofen, again, you gotta be very, very, very careful. It's not that you can't give somebody things like that. It's just that ibuprofen does cause bleeding to a certain extent also. Okay? But yeah, you just have to be very careful about that.
Are you gonna emphasize the time limit? Is it right there within 3 hours? Because nursing wise, you have to know when the onset happens of the heart attack. So if a patient's coming in and saying, oh, I've been having chest pain for 10 hours now, I decided to come in, they're not gonna give them thrombolytic therapy because it says right there within 3 hours.
Yeah, there's no point, because whatever damage is done, and you're not gonna clear it through and save the tissue at that point, right? So yeah, this is fairly time sensitive.
So that's part of the reason why they treat, I mean, one is because they don't have enough oxygen, and the other thing is because the therapy or the treatment for heart attacks have a time limit as well. So that's why they bring in people for that reason.
Or they can be separate?
What do you mean?
If it's a time.
You're gonna talk louder when I'm standing next to you, because they can't hear you at all. I keep walking away, and every time I walk back up here, you ask me a question again.
So when it comes to like a stroke, since a similar thing with the lack of oxygen to the brain and stuff happens, is it gonna be a similar treatment, or is that different? Like, do they give the same kinds of therapies?
Yes, you should give clot busters for somebody who's having like a stroke to the brain for the same reason. Again, you just have to be very careful with them. It's not something you just, here, have some rapid.
Do they put compressions on their legs for the thrombotic therapy?
Actually, I have no idea. Do they put compression socks on their legs when they give them thrombolytic therapy?
No.
They did that with my dad.
I mean, afterwards they'll do it, but during it, I mean, have you been in a cath lab?
Yeah, well, if the patient, currently has a clot in their body, they won't put the compression socks on in case it dislodges. Those patients also aren't allowed to stand up or move on their own in case that happens, but afterwards, they'll put the, compression socks on.
Yeah. Cool. There you go. You can figure anything out. Take all our tests as a group. Alright, so, moving on. Okay, so after somebody's had a heart attack, okay, you got a couple of key points. After somebody's had a heart attack, it's over, you got them stabilized, you have to put them on some meds, okay? These meds, we're gonna go over our basic meds, okay? You're gonna get a ridiculous amount of meds you're gonna remember out of nursing school, but we'll kind of get you started with some basics, okay? One of the things is a class of beta blockers, okay? Beta just means